The boys deserve more. If you look at the performance this time, it was much better than the first game. We've told them that if we can perform like this in the last game against Mozambique, I'm sure the result will look after us in a positive way. It's hard for them because they gave everything. I think everybody saw how hard they work and how competitive they were. And I think if we can deliver this performance, it will give us the confidence. The boys can believe that they can win games also to try and prolong to the next stage.
Well, I mean, Mohamed Kudus just joined the team. He was making his AFCON debut. Before the game, there were concerns about his fitness. Was he fully fit for this game?
He didn't just join the team, he was already with the team.
Yeah.
It's just that we have to manage everyone. And Mo was carrying a minor injury, which we had to nurture. And we are very, very happy for the fact that he's managed to play the whole game.
About a performance today that was far better than the performance against Cape Verde. And if we put in this type of performance today, then we give ourselves a better chance.
Chris, how disappointing is it being 2 goals up, or being up in the game twice, to let that go?
Yes, but unfortunately, this is football. You know, I think first and foremost, you have to have a level of performance, and I thought our level of performance was good. Mistakes happen in the game, and you have to accept that these will happen.
And finally, when you look at what happened, especially with the changes, you started with Inaki after the error, and then you brought in Joseph Paint. Sorry, you brought in Bukari, and then Bukari's error also happened, and you took him out. Explain the decision between those changes.
Well, I can explain it. It's our game is emotional, and you make the changes that you see. As regards Osman Bukari is a super player. And he's a hard-working, committed player. And I think what I saw, and this, you can only make these judgments when you're close to the pitch. What I saw was that the mistake that he made was affecting him.
Yeah, he dropped in confidence.
And yes, and this we know is unusual, and it's not something it's not a decision that you make lightly. But you have to make these decisions at the spur of the moment, and any decision you make is not detrimental to how you think about the player. It's just decisions to make sure that you get the result that you want.
How much of it was a boost to have Mohamed Kudus back in the side?
Well, I think a far better performance than our last performance, which is what we wanted from the players. And we knew the only way that we could get a win today was to make sure that our levels were that much higher. And I thought they were that much higher, and I thought this was a game that we deserved to win.
Quite disappointing night, didn't it?
It's disappointing, yes, because I think when you put in a performance like that, for me, it's a winning performance. But unfortunately, this is football, and some things you have to accept. We made mistakes, but the level of performance was good, and we will need this going into the next game. And if we do put in this type of performance, we have every chance of going through.
Chris, would you say this has been one of your best games ever since you took charge of the team?
Yes, I would. Yes, you will. I think because of the opposition. Also, we know the strength of Egypt, and them being one of the big favourites to win. So, I think probably in my time here, I would say yes, this is probably the best performance.
How would you describe Mohamed Kudus in this game?
I think what we saw of Mohamed Kudus is a continuation of what people in England have seen of his club form. So we're lucky at the moment. We have a player, although he's been out for some 3 weeks, but this is a player that's in really good form for his club team, and we were fortunate enough that he was able to continue that today.
Would you talk about in your next game, Richmond Lamptey? Are you going to field him in the next game? That's my last question.
I think as regards my next game, the only ones that are ever privy to that would be the staff that I work with. We have 27 players in the squad.
Did you Chris just miss Kudus against Cape Verde?
Right after his mistake, what would be the reason?
Last question I have to go. Yeah. I'll be clear on this one. Osman Bukari is a fabulous player. He's had a good season. and he's a player that we like as an individual and as a player. But after the mistake, sometimes the emotions can get hold of it, and we felt, and you can only feel this when you're close on the touch. We felt that the mistake, because it's an emotional game, we felt it affected him a little bit. So we decided to make the change. So this is nothing personal against anybody. We like him a lot, and this doesn't go against anything that we think of him. He's a super player, and we'll continue to.
Just the final one, Ashmeru, is he fit? Was there a substitution because of an injury?
A substitution that we had to make.
Was he hit?
Substitution that we had to make, and we will assess him in the morning.
In the morning? Okay, good.